It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. To Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Griffin to Drummond. Can't connect from in close. To Anthony. Embiid. To Butler. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Griffin. To Luke Kennard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Simmons to Anthony. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Green guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Jackson to Drummond. Shot from the lane won't go. To Simmons. And scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Jackson to Griffin. Reggie Jackson missed his first. That one goes.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And a nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Goes to the left side. Kennard to Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. Here's Simmons with it up top. 2-point advantage. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play in him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Jackson to Griffin. Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
It goes down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Pistons have it. Reggie Jackson matched up with Carmelo Anthony. That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler. Pistons retain possession. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. That's rebounded by Embiid. Layup goes down. Well done.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Cruises inside for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Redick. For 3. Rebound Drummond. Taken by the Sixers. Fultz to Butler. Beyond the arc for three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
That's no good. To Butler. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Unconventional to say the least. It's no good. Sixers have the basketball.
Pick up.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Blocked by Embiid. That ends the first quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Luke Kennard. And he hits. Cashes in for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Smith into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Redick. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Embiid. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. To Luke Kennard. Baseline drive.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Sixers control it. Fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Sizing up the defense. No good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard slams it down. Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
The 76ers, number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Butler to Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Good look that time, but off the mark. Another follow. Stays out. In the front court comes Smith. It's an 8-point lead. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Goes to the right side. Anthony. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Jumper's good.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Butler. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Luke Kennard. From the painted area. Won't go down. Butler to bring it up. His team up by 7. On the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Butler. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Pistons ball here. To Luke Kennard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Simmons to Embiid. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Joel Embiid. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Count the basket at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Butler. Off the mark. No good. Jackson. Rebound taken by the Sixers. That misses with a second to go. First half comes to an end. The 76ers have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Pistons are in need of some changes at the half. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid
did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Jackson with it. His guys trail now by 4. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover to Griffin. Finish that. To Simmons. Anthony. Missed it. The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson down low for Griffin. And a throwdown. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Butler. That won't go.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
To the basket goes Jackson, but a shot won't fall. To Embiid. Short jumper misses.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Shot from the lane won't go. Butler into the front court. Leads a bucket. Deep 2 there, won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Butler. And 2 points to the board.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
You on top. Jimmy Butler, contested 3, he buries it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Jimmy Butler for 2. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Joel Embiid. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Luke Kennard. Reggie Jackson, defended by Melo. Here comes the screen. Jackson to Griffin. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. To Anthony. And he knocks it down, Jay. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Markelle Fultz to Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler surveys the floor. To Butler from long range. Rebound to Detroit. To Griffin. Baseline drive. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
He connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Fultz to Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Redick. Not today.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, Keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Markelle Fultz to Redick. Here's a chance from long range. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. And they call the foul. Careful there, Chip.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Simmons with it. Lead is 2. Gets it in the left corner. Butler. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Joel Embiid. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Jackson. Fires the three. It's Embiid with the rebound. Anthony to Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. Pass stolen by Detroit.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Jackson with it. The margin standing now at 7. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
And Jimmy Butler. Shot won't go. Jackson with it. The deficit now up to 5. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Reggie Jackson. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And he makes them both. To Reggie Jackson. Gets a look. Can't hit. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. To Drummond. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Embiid to Butler. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Has a look. And he buries it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Sixers control. Fultz to Butler. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Jackson with it. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Butler. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down, Jay.
They absolutely needed that. Great job out of offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Jackson. Reggie Jackson, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Jackson with it. His guys now trailing by a point. It's denied by Embiid.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Embiid, good for 2. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Blake Griffin picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Trying to cash in. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 6 now. The Sixers are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pistons must be devastated after such a close loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game trap. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.